Hear my voice.
He's had that power since 2019. He can exercise it, however, he has no deadline, there's no court hearing, and there's no appeal from his exercise of that power. And the third track is a track called resentencing. Resentencing is a somewhat California notion. There's not too many states that have a resentencing statute.
This is historical, and it doesn't even matter. That's so sad.
Where a habeas motion will focus on the trial itself.
These boys were silenced.
On that trial, but goes beyond that and deals with rehabilitation and other factors. Today we're going to focus on
how did these boys cope with that? My ancestors said that they have medicine in them to heal others from this abuse. Like the rainbow's coming, because these boys grew up. How much can one take?
And it takes the case from the murders itself back on August 20th.
If they wouldn't do it if they had loving parents. No one could do that to a parent unless their parent is doing something horrific, horrible to them, or the parent is teaching that child that behavior. Gabby Pintier, huh? I'm already getting all these things mixed up. Leonard Pintier, Gabby Patino, and Gabriel Hernandez.
Or life without the possibility of parole as determined by a jury. Then the sentencing. Then it actually goes through the various appeals, the direct appeals, all the way
then
up to
Christopher Columbus is coming up. He has something for me on the 24th.
The federal habeas petitions.
He has something for me. Something second. And I'm like, okay, and I looked it up. And I'm like, oh my God.
As you will hear, the Menendezes have raised many of the same exact arguments that they raised in the current.
The judges that did this knew. Straight up knew. There's no doubt.
To the California Supreme Court again, to the federal courts. They've considered these arguments.
The reason why your city is like a ghost town, or it seems like you're in the Matrix, or it seems like everyone is in a trance, is because of their work, it's because of their environment, it's because of the government, it's because of their followers, whoever they're following, like Scientology. They're the ones that just like, oh my God, my ancestors are just like,
educate them further about what happened, not just in the Menendez case, but criminal cases that are occurring throughout this entire county, this state, and
that's sci-fi stuff to me. That's all sci-fi stuff.
The video's coming out today.
I didn't go too deep into it, but I just know that's no different than going deeper into religion and stuff. That's no deep. That's more like, to me. I put Scientology in a spiritual category because it goes deeper than, it goes more. I don't know. I guess it goes more hands on. It's definitely abusive. It's definitely abuse. What else was I say? My ancestors said that they got something in there. They took something from something, and I don't know what it is. I don't know. I just, because I can't. I'm dealing with my kids being gone. I'm trying to find out how to understand this, like, Social Security benefits, this and that, and I'm just like, wait, what? I don't understand. My ancestors are at me, like, every time when I get to that point, oh, look it up online. figure out this, figure out that, get the number. And I'm like, I don't know. Set up an appointment. I don't know what that means. Like, I'll call. That's the best I could do is call and wish for I have like a regular person on the phone, like a person on the phone so I can talk to, so I can see what goes on. That's all I can do. But for me to go online and figure out shit online, forget it. I just, whatever my ancestors are taking me to, that's what matters. And right now, getting my voice out there right now and speaking that this is happening in the school district, this is happening today, right now, with some of these children that are being silenced with pills. I don't know where my babies are at. Someone was touching them, and my boys, please, I'm telling you right now, pills are not going to help, alcohol's not going to help, drugs are not going to help. You going to have to understand why that person did what they did, and when you do that, you are healing yourself, and you're also understanding that that person was so hurt that hurting you was going to make them feel better. So they saw something in you that they wanted to take, and you just know that they can't take it. Like, it can't be, you can be turned into the same monster. Just know now you saw, and I'm telling you, what you saw there, that monster became a monster. It wasn't born a monster. The problem with saying that is the critical question in this trial is that it's wrong. The jury never, in any of the two juries, you get an opportunity. You get, as bad as that is, you get opportunity. The counsel, Leslie Abrahamson, 30 years before, you as someone does something horrible to you, you are the light and they are the dark. We have never said that because you're abused, you're justified in killing your abuser. And just use it like that. To me, I just do it like that. When people hurt me, they are the dark, I'm the light. I'm going to shine bright. And I know what the dark is. I'm waiting for another dark entity, like something like Hades, and something that already was dead, another source, like what was their state of mind at that time, on the night of August 20th, 1989, like Christopher Columbus. I go to him. So what did you do on this day? And then I try to figure out, how could he, what's his mind, what was his process, his mind thought, whatever it was, his followers, what do they think like? And I have to imagine it. You go in Hollywood, and Hollywood does the same thing. So to me, schizophrenia, these doctors are making money off of the spirituality. The moon and the stars, the universe is telling us we are fucking up Earth here, and we have a small chance, a small window of chance to fix it. And if I'm on the right track with Elon Musk and all that, he already made contact with certain things, what my ancestors telling me. And Egypt is involved in that. So I just think that is so cool. Like Back to the Future meets Stargate. Oh my, what a movie that would be. Anyways, they can't make money off of me, and I don't want to be famous. I wouldn't want to be famous, because money is not gonna solve this shit. Experienced by his father between the ages of 6 and 8. That evidence was brought in, and he was asked about who he spoke to about this sexual abuse during that time period. He said he had spoken to Andy Cano. When did he speak to Andy Cano? He said when he was between the ages of 12 and 13, and Andy Cano was approximately 10 years old. That was before Eric Menendez moved from New Jersey to California.
roughly 6 years before these 1989 killings. So, Andy Cato also testified in the trial.
I have been getting dream within a dream, and I'll be working out, or I'm zoning out. I'm zoning out. I'm on autopilot. I'll be like, oh, Rango, perfect, the lizard, Rango, the girl. I'll be doing that. Like before I left, I'm like, oh, what should I trigger myself with? Because I want to go and walk and do things, And so I have an opportunity to do so, and trying to get my mom's trust back, because I did steal the car to go to the fucking police station to get help. And then nothing. Didn't know where to go. I needed to breathe, and I needed to talk to my dad, and she wouldn't let me. So, anyways, I'm seeing something, I'm saying something.
Again, goes to whether or not this evidence first was discovered after the trial. If Eric Menendez wrote this letter, he had it, or knew about it, or Andy Cano had it, and certainly knew about it.
And Kimberly. Kim knows. Kim knows.
They would certainly have it by the time of the 1995 trials. So to say that this letter was not discovered
Kanye
after
too.
the trial,
They know
as
something.
been alleged in the defense papers.
And Beyonce and
the second thing with this letter is that if the letter was real, then the question is, when is the substantial delay triggered in actually filing this motion? So what you find in the
I
motion
miss my kids. How would I get them back? And even if I do,
letter,
where do I go? How do I interact with them? Because everyone's like, oh, your mom's crazy. They're scared of me. They're scared of me because of what people said about them, about me. What they said to them about me is not my boys.
It wasn't brought in 2020. It was brought in 2023. So one of the additional standards for a habeas motion is that you do not engage in substantial delay in bringing this motion.
I was sexually abused as a child. That hurt me. Oh, and I'll talk about Joseph real quick. The reason why I'm going to the gym is because when I had a miscarriage and I lost my baby, I didn't know what to name him. I had a hard time naming him. Anyways, I ended up naming him Joseph. So kind of after the baby, after Joey, I forget what his name is. Anyway, at the Winnie the Pooh, the baby kangaroo. And now I don't even know if that was his name, but that's what I imagined. The Winnie the Pooh, the baby kangaroo. So now I miscarried the baby, and I couldn't bury the baby without a name. I had to give the baby a name. And I didn't want to reuse the name either. So I'm like, I don't want to give you a good name because I don't want to get I want to give a good name, to honor, So I didn't want to give a funky name or something that I won't remember. Sometimes I have a hard time remembering Joseph because I don't like it. But it was for a reason. So anyways, they gave me that name, just like what they gave me Anthony. So I took Joseph. And I'm like, just like my name I don't like. So I'm like, I'll go with it. I have my nicknames for him, so that's fine. So anyways, my baby is telling me go to work out and exercise and be healthy for me, do it for me. So that's what I did.
You were just listening in
That's what I continue to do today now, even more so.
The latest information out of the Lyle and Eric Menendez case. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back after this short break.
That helped me. If I would have known that after I lost a baby, this would have helped me so much better dealing with the sexual abuse. That's what I wanted to say. Anyways. So, when I was younger, dealing with that, I would get mood swings. I would get triggered. If someone would touch me, I would question what that touch wanted, kind of type thing. I felt uneasy. I felt uncomfortable. I felt not clean. And I just know it wasn't me thinking it. It was the thing that happened to me that's making me do these things, So I had to find out how to wash it off. So I just couldn't wash it off. I had to take that and take it and put it somewhere else and create something else from it. And I didn't know how to do that. And I was discovering that a little bit through dancing in school. I knew about some of the Native American boarding school and stuff like that. I knew some of the politics in school, it was bullshit. I knew it was a circle. I knew conspiracy theories back then, and I knew all that shit. So I'm like, oh, okay, so I'm kind of reincarnated or something, whatever it was. Then I find out the royalty stuff, and then I find out, oh man, that's pretty sad. But nothing's permanent. There is going to be a massive earthquake and a massive flood, and there will be death, there will be casualties or whatever it is, but there's not enough. It's like Titanic. There's not enough lifeboats. Telling you this, there's not enough lifeboats and not enough help. What are we going to do? We're going to start thinking of ways, teaching our young ones about sex and where do babies come from and how to maintain that child through life. Because when you're in marriage, that child should have come first, not the fighting, not the big, from death to us part. I took that to my child. So making sure that my child's father is healthy and in good health, for my kids to grow up with a father that had the opportunity, that was my mindset. But he didn't do that for me. So